chance with the 9600. Well, I want to keep it fired up. I can't because it doesn't have the fuel, so gotta let it sit there. We gotta get back in here. Hasn't ran in a couple days, so in a day or two, so we'll have to get it warmed up. We are gonna have to run over to the tractor and unload it. It won't make it around if I don't, so. Tried to make it around with the John Deere with some beans in it. That didn't really work out well, so. Try to pick up as many as we can to make as much money as we can, you know, helps the bottom line. And we need to keep the farm going, so. Okay. And that's all we got in the tank. I mean, that might be a little too much for the 7810, considering it doesn't have a front wheel assist. Whoa. Okay, we're good. I don't want to talk about it. I mean, it's a nice day out, that's for sure, but it's not going to be nice for long. It's supposed to rain from December all the way into February. No, from December all the way into February a lot, so yeah. I mean, that's far away, so I'm not too worried about that yet. But you gotta be careful. I'm gonna break the field down a little bit to make it feel like there's a little bit less, and then by the time we're done, there'll be less. I don't know how long we're gonna go, because, you know, the Vikings play soon. So, gotta watch that. We will go to here. And lower down the hood. And away we go. It's a nice tractor, combine. We're eating, but I think 20 or 25 foot head is not really enough for this combine. It could go faster, but I'm not going to make it go any faster because I'm going to be throwing out beans, and we can't really have that. This does not have a yield monitor. I don't think. Oh, it does. What is the yield? Soybean. It says 45 bushel to the acre, I think. I can't read it. It's kind of blurred, but we're just gonna go with Or not 45. 55 bushel to the acre. And this isn't the best yielding spot. The best we've had is about 65, 67, like close to 70, which I'm happy with. Alright. Now, the more we knock out, the better, but still. There's so much to knock out, it's going to be tough. So we gotta be quick and shifty, or whatever, or not shifty, we gotta be quick and good to go. I'm planning to finish this before I end the stream. Okay. This is a good looking machine. I mean, it's not the best looking machine out here. There are two machines that look better than it. But it does look pretty decent, so I don't know how these beans have green leaves, but the beans themselves are dry enough to actually take out. So we're good. There we go. Okay. I apologize for that. I am just trying to straighten this out. Okay. I mean, we're eating. And that's the important thing. We gotta eat these beans right up. These are some good beans. Alright, let's keep her moving. Now that we've got a mostly straight line, we'll just go from there all the way back, and then yeah, that'll be it for the day, but for this episode. But you have to realize that's a couple hours in game, and I'm just playing when I'm like in between doing stuff, so. Vikings Bucks. You know, usually I can come up with a score prediction that's decently close. Last school year, one of my teachers had this like guessing thing where you have to guess like the score, what you think the score of the game would be. and whoever's closest gets like a prize or whatever. And I think I was closest like 5 or 6 times. The only other times I wasn't closest was because my teacher made me go first, so then a couple people copied me, and he went and he gave it to whoever had the least. And when that happened, he had me go first so that I wouldn't win every single time. But it's not my fault. I'm good at telling who's going to be the better team just by one quick look at each team's rosters. And I mean, yeah, I put the Vikings on top every game, but that's just because I'm a Vikings fan. I mean, week 2 against the Eagles, I actually had the Eagles winning, I think, last year, and I have them winning again this year. But yeah, fantasy football week 1 didn't have any Chiefs, so pretty excited for that. So I'll have to be ready. I'll be looking at my scores. I'm in 2 different leagues. I'll tell you guys my team. One of the leagues, the draft is at 5 a.m. I didn't do that. It was on like Friday or something. There was no way I'd get up that early for fantasy football. No. Can't sign it. Continue. Blah 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 blah. And there we go. There, come on now. Thank you. Okay. So this one league I'm in, I've done 17 points, but the person I'm playing is they have two things from the Lions. Okay. So my quarterback is Lamar. My running backs are Aaron Jones, Nick Chubb. My wide receivers are Jamar Chase, who I got with my first pick, Jalen Waddle. My tight end is Dalton Schultz. My running back or wide receiver, I don't know what that position's necessarily called. I have what's his name? Sorry, my phone just shut off. I have Younghoe Koo. I have Devontae Smith for the wide receiver or running back, and I have the Eagles defense. I honestly think I could win that league. And then my other league that I didn't draft my players on, I don't know. I got the second pick. I was so close. I was like, because it just shows like if you're top 3 or whatever. It told me I was top 3, and I'm like, I might have number 1, but I had number 2, which I'd rather have number 1 than number 2. But I'd rather have number 2 than something in the middle of the pack. I'd either rather have something late or something like that, because then you can pick close together and not have to wait like 20 picks or something to go again. Whoa, okay. It's a grain cart driver's fault. Alright, we're empty. I am able to have someone here now to run this, just for like 1 or 2 hopperfuls, but it'll help. Gotta get this John Deere fired up, and don't know, it's what, 75? I don't need to warm it up. It'll just fire right on up. The only reason I warm up the case was because it hadn't ran in a day or two, and the John Deere had already been running today, so didn't need to warm up. He's trying to run me over. Alright. Get this fired up. We should run back to the farm and fill up, but we're gonna go back and fill up. Oh, that's bad. This doesn't have hazards. I forgot about that. No cars. Okay. Don't really see cars here, but still gotta be careful. Especially with a 30-foot head, like, I can be towards the side, but still it's ditch. I don't like sitting like this. It's not very safe or comfortable. Gotta watch the mailbox, but I don't know what happened there. And then of course people have to walk on my driveway, so I have to drive in this grass. And excuse me, why are you walking in my driveway underneath my bean head? That's a dangerous move there. That's all I'm saying. This stuff is ready to go out now, but I'm not able to, well, I'll cut a little bit out here. I'll be able to take a tiny bit out of there, but we're in another field now, because I was a little bit later maturity. A couple days later, they're gonna come and look at it. That pond, the stuff behind the pond, not the top part, so we can take the top part. But yeah, they'll just come and harvest the bottom half and give us the yield, or the crop. But they just do that so they can see how it yields, to see what varieties are good and not. I mean, I could, but then they come out and they test it, and I've done that, but I do it before. But this variety, they wanted to combine it because, it's like its first ever year made. Ooh, I ran with that, separator running. It's the first year it's ever been made, like been used at least. First year it's been made too, like they made a couple of varieties and tested them, but not actually in like high amounts. These guys are 8 months old and only worth $126. Oh yeah. This is a machine I like to drive. I like that truck. I want to get a new one. I want to get another one. An old one. But that's going to be expensive. Okay. We have 25,000 liters of gas. We'll see how much this thing holds. So it's got 95 liters or whatever. I don't know how many gallons that is, but it's more than what most of the tractors hold. Or just about as much. Jeez. Oh, why does this have DEF? Why does this have DEF? I think the DEF is what was low, but I'm just wondering why it has DEF. Diesel exhaust fluid. Why does it have DEF? Since when does a combine from the 90s have DEF? What? That doesn't make sense. I am so confused. That diesel exhaust fluid, that's DEF. Yeah, why does this thing have def? I wasn't aware that they had this back in the 90s. That they had def back in the 90s and late 80s, I guess. Technically the last year of the 80s. Alright. Let's keep this thing moving. We're driving on plowed ground, but it's going to be worked again. Oh, it's a rough ride. Whoa. Watch out for fence posts. Alright. Okay. Jesus. The whole thing's already gone. It's okay. We'll get the whole thing knocked out real quick then. That's how fast 2 combines can move. I mean, all that's been done while we were filling up, so. Okay. There we go. I mean, this is just regular old soybeans, and I like them. But I think I'm gonna change to that type we have now and just plant them a little earlier. So I'll plant them before corn, and they'll be done before corn too, because I'm supposed to plant corn first and then do these first, but we'll plant these first and take these out first. But yeah, that way they can be out on time. And corn, we'll just put it in at the normal time, and we'll see how it works. I will say that this game, Farming 22, the Seasons, which was a mod in 19, I liked how it had ground temperature, and you had to have the right temperature, otherwise, like, your ground wouldn't work, like, otherwise your crop would not germinate properly. I really liked that. You know, it added a side of realism, but at the same time, it made it a little harder, but made it more realistic. But yeah. We're just moving along, singing our song, playing Farm Sim, and just harvesting. I don't know. I might go a little bit more. We'll see. I don't know. It depends on the time. Because I want to be... Yeah, I think this will be it for now, but... Hey. It's fine. It'll be good. It'll be a good amount until you take out. I mean, this isn't taking much out right now, but... Eh. It's okay. I just want to know where the def goes, where the def is. So I didn't think they put def in this. I don't even think they cared about using def. when they made this combine. At least not enough to use it. That's all I'm saying. They didn't care enough to use it. This thing should not have depth, but it does. And that's whatever. I don't like that it does, but there's nothing I can do about it. Oh, you just gotta love seeing a John Deere combine. Lights on. Just chopping away. Hold on, we're just playing chicken. Come on. You got this. I don't know how that's like over 80% full, but yeah. I think you could squeak another like 25 bushel in there or so. Alright, let's just go out behind the case and pick up after it. Let's just go so it's straight into the feeder house. Well, I guess we should have something on these belts. Yeah, we'll put something on these belts here. Every now and again, but we don't really need to. Just more of a, I want to. I want to and I can, so I will. More of a moment. I'm gonna get this thing so it'll be full. I'm gonna fill up both the combines all the way, and then I'm gonna end the stream. So the John Deere will take longer. Obviously, the case won't take that long. But yeah, I'm gonna harvest them with them both until they're full, and then that'll be the stream. Ooh. Okay. And we are filling up fast now. We're actually getting good full heads worth of soybeans again. We're not cleaning up after another combine with this thing. I mean, this is just a mean green eating machine. Look at it go. It's not gonna get the camera. It would never. It's not gonna get it because it's a drone. And if you're wondering who's flying it, it's just a friend. It's just a guy who's driving the case. So, okay. And now he's in the soybean dust. Well, at least the combine's running nice, because that camera's probably not going to be running great for the rest of the day. I mean, it's not that big a deal. Close-up shot on the auger and how it rides. It's pretty dirty. I don't know how it gets dirty on the bottom of it that much, but it does. I don't understand it, but whatever, it works. Alright. Yep. We're going pretty well here, pretty smooth. Okay. This is a mean green eating machine, like I said before. I don't know what that was about. I think I was just bored. I don't know. I picked up those bales, those hay bales. We'll have to get, well, it's kind of late to do another cutting of hay, but we're gonna do another one once we're done with harvest. It'll be a little late, but we'll do it as someone's driving our tractor for tillage or something. Oh, shoot. Okay, that's alright. I forgot to leave enough of the head out to pick up the extra soybeans that we left on the wayside over there, but it's alright. It's alright. 66% full. Shouldn't be too bad. This should fill up pretty quick. And then once this is full, the case, we'll have to fill up the case, but that won't be too hard to fill up. Alright. So, keep going. I think we can go straight over the part of the pond here. Honestly, I mean, it's dried up. Usually it's not. I've seen it before full in the game, so it might just be dried out or something. I don't know. What's that? Is that the yield monitor? We're getting 198 liters to the acre? I don't know. Liters to the foot? Liters going in at a time? Time. Oh, it's a time. No, that wouldn't be the time. I don't know. But, guys, I am going to end this one here. So, bye. Make sure to like and subscribe. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.